Hello. So in this video, I will explain you the trade services and basically the overall backend and code level logic of the trade. Okay. So if I will on a basic and layman language, if I have to explain you what basically the trade is. We have like four exchanges, NSE, BSC, FX, and options. Okay. So basically, whenever a user places trade, like there are two type of trades, like the market and like limit orders. Okay. So uh, I don't need to explain you what a market order is or what a limit order is and what is a stop loss or uh, consecutive orders basically. But yeah, we will see, like there are some rules that we have for like consecutive orders. For example, like if you have already a market order and then you placed a bid, so how it will be considered as a stop loss, or how it is considered as a fresh bid, because both of them are like different things, right? So this is the main trade service. Let's dive deep into this. This is the server.ts file. Okay, this is the live data type, this is the message type, and this is like the order type, and this is the tech class. I'll explain you each and everything. Okay, first of all, the live data. So this is the live data that we get for the bids, okay, from the emitter basically. Okay, uh, we get this data through our RabbitMQ, which is a message broker, and this is the message type which gets the real-time data, which is also updated real-time in our Redis database. Okay, so for example, an order is placed, we basically check the real-time saved value for that particular order in the Redis, and we basically execute that order for that particular price, which is basically the latest price, right? This is the structure. Okay, script consists of like two things. First is NFO, which is basically the exchange that I already told you about. We have like four exchanges, and the second thing is the script name. In the last, it basically includes the expiry. So basically, these are future scripts. Correct. Now we have the order type, if it is a market or is it a limit order. Then like there are a few more types: transaction type, margin charge type, brokerage charge type, or is it a square off, what is the execution date and all. Okay, so for each and every order we have some margin, we have some brokerage. These are the settings that are already applied while the creation of a particular client. Okay, an order is being placed after a client is created, so these are the settings which are already there. So a broker already has fixed the amount of brokerage that a client will have to pay for a particular trade. This can vary for each and every exchange. He can also set this particular brokerage or and margin for each and every script, like basic setting stuffs which you can find in another video. Now you have to check this transaction type. So this is calculated on the basis of previous orders. For example, if you are placing an order for Axis Bank and there is already a market order for buy, so now the bid that you have placed will be a stop loss for that particular market order. If you have five lots of five lots of Axis Bank, then the fresh bid that you have placed for the sell will basically be a stop loss. Okay, and if you have placed a buy order, so then it will be a fresh bid, not a stop loss. So this setting, according to the previous open orders, uh, are basically just calculated in the service, and you just get the you know curated data in the message. Okay, there are like some more settings which are brokerage charge type. If the brokerage charge is in crore or lot, um, you know and there are like two things. If you are gonna square off a script, square off basically means just selling. Okay, but like it's little bit different. If you are selling a particular script, either you can place a sell order, or if you have an open order, you just can go to the trade overview, and you can just place the square off, and the whole open order will basically get squared off. Okay, so I have just explained you the types. This is the tick. Tick is each and every message that we get from RabbitMQ. This tick can conclude a like n number of scripts, like n number of data for m number of scripts, you know. So in the constructor we basically just store the message. We have the Redis client, we have the queue name. Okay, this is basically the PL calculation function, which basically just calculates the profit loss for a specific buy price, sell price. I mean, you know, if someone placed a order for the buy price of 20, and the current buy price is I mean, this is for like opposite. If you basically gonna sell this, you know, and the order for like buy was like of X amount, and the sell was placed for X plus 2, so it will basically get you the overall profit or loss uh, that is being calculated for the order which you squared off currently. Okay, now this is the validate order. This function basically validates that if a particular order should be placed or not. Okay, now no, okay. Overall, here is this real-time margin calculation. This function will calculate the margin that is remaining in the overall process. Okay, so if you have placed the order, some margin is being deducted, but the issue is if you are getting the unrealized profit or unrealized loss. If you have unrealized loss, then the real time margin that you have will be little less. You will have for example, if you have 20,000 of margin and you have unrealized loss of 10,000, so your real time margin will be just 10,000 rupees. So this function helps to calculate the real time margin available for the future trades. Okay, we used Redis for this. We basically have created a specific structure, and over here we just calculate the PL in real time, and then we update the available margin in the Redis. Okay, like these are similar functions, m2m handler, etc. How we process the ticks. This is the function with which each and every tick is being processed for bid and stop loss orders. Okay, and these are like the classes which are used for, you know, a specific type of order. Okay, so if you can see, if a limit order is being placed, it basically uses this class and operates few functions. Okay, so like, you know, there are a lot of functions. Each and every one is linked to their particular functionality. You can see evaluate, um, open order data update. Okay, so this will help you to check like the balance quantity. Okay, now you have like open orders processor. So if a particular order has reached the price so that we need to place that particular order, this is the function. Okay, then the order processor, it will basically create the order and then add the open order to Redis. Like, yeah, it's self-explanatory. Execute order, self-explanatory. Then we have the trade service. This will create order. You just have to pass the message. It will basically consume the message from the order queue. It will automatically check the type. If it is the type of market, it will go to the flow of market order execution. Otherwise, it will go to the limit order execution, which you have this over here in this particular class, in this limit class. Okay, the second thing is process order. So you have this tick from the RabbitMQ, and it will, and you can see we are just processing that particular tick. Okay, then we have execute limit orders. Okay, so here is this creation part, here is this execution part. This will trigger when a particular limit order, like, we just have to continuously check for each and every tick, and we just map this tick with the limit orders which are open currently, which are basically not executed. These orders are stored in our Redis, and we just continuously have to check, like, if the price has reached to the limit, so that we have to execute that particular order. When we need to execute that particular order, we just trigger this particular function. Okay, so this is the service that basically keeps on running, and it basically listens to the RabbitMQ. So like each and every order is passed to the message broker, and we basically fetch the orders from the message broker. If it's a market order, it will get executed directly. If it's a limit order, we will just store it into the Redis, and we will wait for the tick to reach that particular price. Then we will execute that order, and you know that's the structure. That's basically the workflow. See you in the next video.